Canes. I'm Franz, and we're back for another season. Today, we have a special presentation from the UM vs. UF tailgate. Today's recipe is Croc's Croc Nuggets. If you don't know UM history, Croc Berlin led UM for one of the best and greatest comebacks ever against the University of Florida, a team which he transferred from to come to UM. It was terrific. The highs, the lows. UM came back from a 30 to 10 downfall to win the game. It was fantastic. How do you make Gator nuggets? Well, a lot of times people say, Gator, that sounds terrible. I'm not gonna eat that. Well, let's be honest. Gator tail tastes a lot like chicken. The trick is, you gotta make it soft and tender. So, here's what we do. We got two situations. I'm gonna tell you how to approach them right now. So, we got some great Gator tail from a place where they have farm-raised Gator. So when you buy it, it's already tenderized and nice and soft. A lot of complaints you hear when it comes to Gator is that it's tough, it's leathery, it's hard to, it's kind of chewy. Well, when you get it from the right place that already has it tenderized, you go ahead and fry it and cook it right away. If, for example, you have a neighbor that hunts Gator with a permit, of course, they bring you a chunk of Gator tail. The trick is when it's a live Gator from nature, you have to soak it overnight in milk, ideally buttermilk. So what happens is the buttermilk will break down the meat and make it nice and soft for the next day. Again, we got it from a farm-raised arena, so they gave it to us nice and soft. Now, if you're not from South Florida, lots of these places will actually ship Gator tail overnight. So if you want a nice party, want to give your guests something exotic to eat, Gator tail is the way to go. Get it shipped overnight, and you can cook it real nice. So here we go. This is how we're gonna do it. You got the Gator tail here. What I did last night is they come in fairly large chunks. I cut them into smaller nugget pieces, just like this. We got a lot of people here at the tailgate, so I want to make sure that it lasts. This is about 9 pounds of Gator meat, which is a lot. Think Gator like chicken nuggets. It's gonna last a lot. There's no bones, so it cooks very quickly. So first thing we do now. Gator tail, it absorbs whatever liquid or seasoning you give it. So first thing we're gonna do, put it in a nice dry Tupperware. We're gonna pour some beer on it. Just a little bit. Get it soaked in the beer. And the Gator tail, this kind of meat, like I said, absorbs everything. It's gonna suck up the beer real nice. Move it around. There you go. Then we're gonna do our Badia Complete Seasoning, which is gonna have oregano, garlic powder, and salt. So be careful not to add too much extra salt. There's plenty of salt right in here. So what we're gonna do, once we get our beer in there, we're gonna give it a nice little coating. One layer, and then garlic powder. A lot of Cuban recipes use garlic powder. It gives that nice extra flavor to it. So again, you don't want to use too much. Here's a little tip for you guys. Garlic tends to burn. So you put too much garlic, it'll burn the outside of the Gator nuggets. The inside may not be burned, but it'll look black, and you don't want that. So I use just a marginal amount of garlic powder for flavor, but not enough that it'll actually burn the nuggets. There you go. Mix it around. The beer absorbs, the complete seasoning absorbs. And if you look, you see we got some nice speckling there. A little bit of liquid. That's what you're looking for. Now, let me tell you this. People see Gator tail and they're like, oh, that's crazy. How can I make Gator tail? Well, if you've seen our chicken wing recipe, which is one of our best ever, once you tenderize the meat, it's just like a chicken wing. We add our complete seasoning. Now we add self-rising flour. Has to be self-rising. All-purpose flour will not do the job. This is our self-rising flour right over the nuggets. We're gonna close it up. Give it a shake. Shake it real good. I know growing up, my dad would do this in the kitchen. I wouldn't close the Tupperware very well, and he'd end up with flour all over the kitchen sink. Mama doesn't like that, so I would suggest doing it outside as not to mess up the kitchen. So open it up. Now if you look at these Gator nuggets. They have flour all the way around. This is exactly what you want. And the seasoning is already inside the flour. Very nice. Now remember, when it comes to frying, ideally you want to fry in a location with no wind. If we're at home, we're going to fry in the garage. The garage because we can block the wind, close the garage door if needed. Here, we're tailgating. We're in the elements. It's been raining all day. Bacon! So what tends to happen is we have to run the fryer a little bit harder than usual to account for the wind and the rain. Again, if you're at home, in your garage, or if you dare do it inside, on your stovetop, there's no wind. So it makes it a little bit easier to maintain and handle the fire. So what we're gonna do is get the oil warm up for about 5 to 8 minutes, depending. We want the oil to be approximately 350 degrees. Now, if you notice, we don't have a thermometer. We're going to guesstimate as best as possible, 350 degrees, and then we're gonna throw the Gator tail nuggets in the fire. Okay, the Gator tail nuggets have been cooking for about 10 minutes. Like I said, we want it to be between 325 and 350 degrees. So we look here at the Gator, what happens is, again, like chicken nuggets, it's gonna float once the meat is ready on the inside. Once they float, it's cooked on the inside. You wanna leave it in until it gets golden brown. You want it to look the way you want to eat it. That's the key here. You know, it's on the inside, now you want to make it look good. So if you look here, nice and golden brown. I take my scooper here, with a couple hits, I drain that oil. We're on the plate. There we go. You hear that? That's that water coming out of the Gator tail, and that's what we want. Get it right here on the plate. We don't want them to burn, of course. Oh yeah, this is looking exactly the way we want it. Turn off the fire. We don't want to burn the oil, of course. So now is the most difficult decision of all. Which Fat Cat sauce we're going to use with the Gator tail. Now, we have here some purry-purry. We have our Papaya Penguin sauce, and we have the latest and greatest invention from Fat Cat Foods, the Cat and Heat, which is the hottest of the 6 sauces. Now, for my money, I think purry-purry is going to be the best with the Gator tail. Let's give it a little dip. Oh yeah, real nice. Crispy, soft, and tender. Those are Croc's Croc nuggets, and they are delicious. And my friends, now you're cooking with gains. Cooking with Canes. Tell Gator to the game.